I'm an experienced navigator and tracker. So stick with me, and you'll be fine.
I used to know some folks that were handy with pistols.
If I can save somebody's loved one, grant them extra time to cherish together, well, there's no better way to help people, is there?
What I would not give for a stick or two of dynamite right now.
We all got our paths in this life.
I can tell you've got a cogitating mind, always assessing the situation, finding the risks and opportunities.
I prefer a more direct approach.
So, what do you say?
All right. I'm in.
Right, so that's the Rosewater trailer. I'm really happy with it. So, yeah, let's continue. I had to do lots of animations to show off in that trailer, and we're just going to continue on with these animations. So, here we go. I'm in the middle of doing this one. I should have it done pretty soon because I've only got a few frames left, but basically it's character Phil. He's leaning and he turns around to talk to you and then he throws something. So that's what we're doing right now. The throwing animation. So let's zoom in here and get this coat finished because that's the last part of this animation that needs to get done. So I hope everyone's doing well. It's the last month of the year. If A Maple Mystery was here, she would be having an existential crisis about where the time has gone. So I'll do it for her. Oh my god, where has the time gone? Actually, this year feels, for me anyway, I feel like this year went by pretty normally. I don't feel like it zipped by or anything. And there was a lot of stuff that happened this year. And it went along at a clip. If I think back to like June, that seems like it was ages ago. Hello, Kinney Games. If everything goes as well as I hope it does, should be having a great Christmas this year. Well, that's good. I hope everything goes as well as you think it does, or hope it does. I'm looking forward to Christmas this year. I'm going down home to see my family and doing a little day trip down to the Florida Keys, which I haven't been to in many years, so that should be nice. Nice little beachside holiday in December, as you do, down in the ridiculously warm climates of South Florida. The all-important outline. Don't want to go over any pixels here. Oops. foreshortening is always fun. And I say that very sarcastically because it's hard. Especially in pixels. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Had a good time looking around some botanical gardens today. Was works Christmas too. Nice. Also, that's early in the month. Christmas is still at least 3 weeks away, right? No, 2 weeks away, I guess. 2.5 weeks away. Oh, hello, Snowy P. nice donkey. Happy Dostember. I do love a good botanical garden. Yeah. Did you get a chance to go to any of the botanical gardens here when you were visiting Electric Dragon? There's one in Brooklyn, and there's one in, I think, the Bronx. Yeah. Our works due is next week. Yes, I recognize the good old Conquest of the Camelot donkey. Conquest of Camelot. Did I say Conquest of the Camelot? Conquests of the Camelot. I know what's going on. I went to the one in Brooklyn near the Brooklyn Museum. Okay. Unfortunately, it was so hot that day I didn't stay long. Yeah, I've been on hot days. It can be, for being a botanical garden, there's a surprising lack of shade in that place. So it can get pretty hot. But it's a nice botanical garden. I've been there a few times. Hello, Nicholas Patton. And of course, a shadow under here. And then we got two, well, one black dot there. One whole black dot there. Let's do a little here. Okay, and then last one. Ponder's mint chocolate liquor. Well, enjoy if you do. I personally hate mint and chocolate. I think it's a vile combination. But that's me. The bot just announced? Wow. 27 minutes after I started streaming. Well done, bot. That's gotta be a record for slowness. But I guess better late than never, right? Howdy, Rocky Johan. If you thought that was a wild combination, ranch dressing flavored soda. Ugh. I don't want to imagine that. Just because you can doesn't mean you should, in the immortal words of Dr. Ian Malcolm. Paraphrasing, of course, but, you know. I just had saffron vanilla buns? Okay. This needs some filling in, and this needs some black. There. Okay, cool. Save that, and then now we will highlight. Just highlights itself. Saffron buns is Swedish Christmas tradition, but the vanilla was new to me. Interesting. Sounds more exciting than what I just had. Plain old cheese sarnies. Sipping on some Christmas beer. Is it like special edition Christmas beer, or is it just beer that by nature of the season is Christmassy? Is it like pine flavored or something? Because they do pumpkin beer and stuff here for Halloween, or seasonal rather for the autumn. But I don't really know if I've ever noticed like a winter Christmas beer. But then I don't really keep my finger on the pulse of beer, seeing as I don't really drink it anymore. So. I think Newcastle Brown Ale had like a winter special something or other at one point. But yeah, I don't remember. Anyway. Oh, special edition beer with added cinnamon and orange. Okay. That's an interesting combination. Alright, now we do that, and a little bit of highlight there, because all of a sudden now this is highlighted. We have mulled wine for Christmas, which is delicious. Yes, we do. Actually, funny story. Last year when I was in the UK for Adventure X, I went to that pub right by the Cutty Sark, the Gypsy Moth, and they had mulled wine, and I asked for some, and the guy didn't understand my accent. I was like, could I have some mulled wine, please? And he was like, what? And I said, mulled wine, please. And he was like, I don't understand what you're saying to me. And I said, mulled wine. And he was like, oh, mulled wine or something. I don't know. I think he said, he thought I was saying mulled wine or something like that. But it was the first time I've ever had a UK person not understand my American accent. So far, Christmas drinks-wise, I've got some mead. Okay, some gin and the aforementioned chocolate liquor. May need to grab mulled wine. I like a nice spiked cider for Christmas. I tried making butter rum a few years ago, which, as the name would imply, is literally just melted butter in dark rum. Not as nice as you would think. It's just like greasy rum. It's pretty... I mean, it's not gross, but it's just like drinking straight rum with some butter on it. You'd think butter rum sounds like, oh, it'll be sweet, like butterscotch or something, but nope, you literally just melt a stick of butter into some rum and heat it up, and somehow that's supposed to be enjoyable. But I suppose if it's gotten to a certain point in the evening, it doesn't really matter. So you save the butter rum for after you've had a few other things. Isn't that what they drink in the pub in Hogsmeade in Harry Potter? Butter beer, I think they call it. Yeah, I don't know what the exact recipe is. I mean, I went to the Harry Potter thing at Universal Orlando many years ago, and they had butter beer. Obviously, it was non-alcoholic, but I don't know. It certainly didn't taste like they had just melted butter into something else. I mean, butter is not really sweet. It's just... if it's salted butter, it's slightly salty. Otherwise, it's just buttery. You found a recipe for butterbeer? Does it include butter? Butter extract? What in the world is butter extract? Is it like vanilla extract? The things people come up with, I tell you. Sounds like cheese analog. I don't even know what cheese analog is. That sounds gross. As opposed to cheese digital. it's gross. It's the stuff they put on cheap pizza. Oh, well then, no thanks. Fun fact, someone made a custom game controller by using raw meat. You know, I think I remember that. Wasn't that in like the alt control thing at GDC? I also remember there was a controller that was covered in chewing gum, and you were encouraged to chew gum and stick it onto the controller while you were playing, which seems extremely unhygienic, especially in this post-COVID world. I had vegan cheese for the first time in the pizza at Adventure X. Not too bad. No, you know, vegan mozzarella especially has come a long way in the last few years. I remember when I first tried vegan cheeses, they were not great. They tasted very much like nutty, because most of them are made from like cashew and other nuts. But vegan mozzarella has now gotten to a point where it's pretty passable, I would say. It's not as stretchy as real mozzarella, but taste-wise, it's pretty good. So, yeah. Also, someone turned a tutu into a game controller? How does one turn a tutu into a game controller? Oh boy. I just realized I have to highlight the left side as well, but I'll worry about that once I've highlighted everything else. You can turn most things into a game controller with sufficient ingenuity. I suppose so. I mean, I know that some people turned a couch into a game controller. I think they use parts of those controllers that track movement. I see. Okay. Okay, so for this, let's work backwards. Let's do this. Considering that trailer, it'd be interesting if you could leave your companions for dead in the desert. That's not very nice. Why would you do that? I mean, it depends on how much of an asshole you can play in the game. Right. Yeah, no, when I was early on designing the game, I was thinking about that, like how much flexibility I wanted to give the player as far as morality. And I was even thinking that there might be like a companion that, based on like a very trivial thing that you, like there was one companion, I obviously I never came up with them, but I thought, wouldn't it be cool if there was like one companion where they were very, very, very easy to offend, or flipping that around, they were very, very, very hard to recruit, and if you recruited them, then like it would be really hard, and it was really easy for you to not have them. And then I also was like, well, what about if you come into a situation where all of your companions hate you, like you can end up in the final act all by yourself, right? And then the more I thought about it, the more I was like, well, nobody really plays like that unless it's a second playthrough. But nowadays people only play games once usually, and most of the time, if they're given that choice, the vast majority of players will play the good way. And in writing the companions, I like the characters, so I decided that I didn't want to make it possible to be just a complete and total jerk to the point where they hate you. Like, that didn't seem fun to me. So yeah, it's not possible to completely just do horrible things or anything to any of your companions. So this is the part where Peter Parker tries out the web shooter for the first time? Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. I remember this running gag in the game called West of Loathing. Oh, sure. It involves you digging into spittoons, yes, and the narrator getting more disgusted at you and graphical with each one you interact with. Yeah, I never played West of Loathing, but I'm familiar with the spittoon gag. That's pretty funny. Now to paste the head. That's not too far a stretch there. But I do need to extend this a little bit. Can you still do horrible things to other people like in Longbow? It depends on your definition of horrible. I mean, you can't be... There's definitely situations where you can choose how to deal with certain people. Or how to counsel your companions to deal with certain people. I mean, yeah, there's instances where you can, like, well, this guy, for example, there's one situation where he's got a guy at gunpoint, and you can either talk him down or you can encourage him to do it. Actually, there's two situations where there's characters who are at gunpoint, and you can either talk the person holding the gun down or encourage them to do it. But yeah, you can't be a complete and utter horrible person, because like I say, nobody really likes that. Nobody really likes that. They say they do, but when it comes down to it, they don't. I recently played Disco Elysium, and I just couldn't bring myself to be an evil asshole cop, not even on replay. Yeah. Like, the fact that it's there is nice, but when you stop and think about the amount of work it entails and the fact that no one's really going to see it, it just doesn't become worth it. I think. So that's not to say there isn't a lot of content in this game. I mean, there is. But you gotta pick and choose your content battles, as it were. I played Disco Elysium completely clean. My husband played it with the character completely off his head. Yeah, I started a replay, and I never got around to finishing it. But I was trying to play a little bit more... I don't know. I don't remember, actually. I kind of want to go back and do another run where he's just, like, completely an idiot, but really strong. Alright, so you can just, like, punch and kick your way out of everything. Alright, that's good, but there's this weird jump here between these two that I'm not a fan of that I need to fix somehow. Alright, okay, I can fix that here because it's a motion blur thing that I didn't quite get the shoulder on. Yeah, there's this dip in the shoulder for some reason that shouldn't be there. So that goes all the way up there. This should actually be here. So, yeah. Oh, there's a couple of missing pixels I need to fill in here. Let's have a look here. There we go. He's always off his head, though. The cop or your husband? Oh, wait. That was someone else saying it. Rocky Johan was saying it. Yes. I would guess then that you're talking about the main character in Disco Elysium. Only bad part about Disco Elysium was being game locked after not getting enough money. Not great game design if you need to resort to using cheat engine just to get through the game. I didn't know you could get soft locked if you didn't get enough money. I feel like the first time I played it I was in danger of that happening, but then it didn't. And I thought, oh, it's just giving you the illusion that it might happen, but it doesn't actually. But I guess it can happen. Alright, let's save this, edit an image ready. It into AGS before I forget to do that. Okay. Hello, Deivor. You can get locked if you don't pay for damages or fix it some other way, especially when playing the first time and not really knowing how things works. Oh, interesting. That's unfortunate. Hey, where did my... What happened to my sprites? are. Why didn't it import last time? That's weird. Oh well. Let's save the game. Oh, having a place to sleep is what I mean. Wasn't there like can't you sleep on a bench? I had another folder selected. Did I? Did I accidentally import into another folder? Is that what happened? No. Huh. Well. Okay. I guess I have to watch back and see what I did because I don't know what I just did. Oh well, anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's go over here. You can sleep on the bench to make the time go faster, but you can't spend the night there. I see. Okay. Alright, so I have a message. There we go. Good. I have a list that I made of animations that I need to do, and I actually took video, and I have those, but rather than, for right now, rather than doing that, I have a couple of facial expressions that I have to do for a couple of characters, well, for one character really, and I want to do that. Diag front. So let's do sad and drunk. So let's take old Jake here and make him sad and also make him drunk. So get to do a little pixel editing now. Game just stops at 2 o'clock at night and won't let you continue. Oh, well, that's no good. Alright, so let's do sad first. So sad people, usually their eyebrows, if we're going to do a cartoony sad expression, their eyebrows usually go up and like arch up sort of like that. So let's do a little edit here because I only recently learned that follower emotes are a thing, so I got some fun work to get to. Oh, nice. Yeah, you can do stickers too. If anybody wants to demonstrate the sticker thing. Alright, so the art of subtlety is key here, but I also want to convey the sadness. That looks, you know, the eyebrow thing I think does well enough. He's not going to open his eyes anymore. He's going to be like, So I think we need a frown also, but, or like a lip pout, or maybe that. Extend the lip a little bit more to look more pouty. There we go. I like that. Let's do another eyebrow here. So that's a sad face. Boo-hoo-hoo. Let's save that as talk 1 sad. So get that out of the way. And then of course we'll go ahead and open up all the rest of his talk frames and replace them and make them sad where appropriate. Let's make his mouth a little bit more frowny. just in general, so that it looks more frowny. This also will be Where is the animated follower emote Twitch? Shaking my head. I don't know. I guess that looks fine. That doesn't need any mouth changes. What was this? Talk 6. Whoop. What is wrong with my mouse? I changed the batteries and it still insists on being a jerk. Oh, shucks. Oh no, that's not what I meant to do. Do you have backups of all your old game files, like if someone wants to make a remaster of a Golden Wake in 25 years? Yes, I have all of the original art assets and game assets of most of my games. I have all of the art assets for Ben Jordan. I don't have the source code for those games anymore, unfortunately, but I do have all the source code for Golden Wake and Shardlight and obviously Lamplight City. So yeah, I do. It's 7 p.m. here, but it feels like 2 a.m. I know, I can't stand the fact that it gets dark at 4:30 in the afternoon, and you think it's way later than it actually is. It's always very, very disorienting. Final one here. Whoop. Makes me feel old. Because it's late. That looks suitably sad. Okay. And now let's make him drunk. So I've got sad face done. Okay, so now let's do drunk. And how does one look when one is drunk? Well, one usually smiles. I guess I should probably edit smug. Although maybe I don't need a drunk. I think smug will do fine. Yeah, I think the voice acting and the smug face will convey the fact that he's drunk. I don't necessarily need him to be like, ah, or anything like that. So, let's get that one out of the way. Okay, so only one. Now, I just realized when I was testing yesterday that there's one scene that I need to fix because one of the views is wrong here. I just noticed Geggy. Geggy. There we go. Geggy walk. Right. Geggy needs to be... to be the other way. Maybe the other, maybe not. Hold on. What's going on here? Animate. So it walks that way. Okay. 10, right. She needs to be animating it. Oh, okay, she does have 2 barks. Good. Okay, so she needs to be 10 and not 11 during this scene. Fix that real quick. Oh, time to go to bed. It's 8 p.m. How long do you think it would take you to redo Ben Jordan 1 from scratch today with all your modern skills and equipment? Well, if I was just to do like a 1-to-1 remake and just rebuild it, it probably would take me, I don't know, a month or 2, because the game's already there, but I don't really have any interest in doing that. So where was I? Here we go. Let's see here. Final. See Geggy.animate. Right. It needs to be 10, not 11. Excuse me. Okay. So now let's go ahead and open up good old Wondershare Filmora and take some snaps here. It was just a hypothetical question. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if it was just rebuilding a game with an already existing design and stuff, it wouldn't take that long. It's very different from, designing a whole game from scratch. But if it's, Come on, Wondershare Filmora, where are you? Open. Open! I say. It may not have registered that I clicked on it, because that's how it goes sometimes. Or maybe it did. Who knows? Who knows? Just stare at my desktop for a little while longer. There it is. And if it opens 2, then fine. Okay, let's see here. Let's capture some footage. No, oh wait. IMG. Some of these are a lot easier than others. This one is, in fact, very easy. Stamping and clapping in place. Do, 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 do. And then, of course, putting the hands down. That's all I need. Right. So we got that. Next is smoking. Okay, and finally, okay. And that's everything. So get rid of these videos. And now we get to put them together. Exciting stuff. That's what you all tuned in for. All 37 frames of this. Okay. Oh, bye, Kinney Games. I didn't see that you were leaving. Sorry if I missed you. Stop it, mouse. God. Stupid, stupid mouse. Have you ever done rotoscoping with another actor for things that are hard to do oneself? Sure. I mean, my partner plays Harley and most of the other female characters in this game, so yes. And I have some other friends who have modeled for things like walk cycles and certain other characters and things like that. So, yes. And of course, sometimes I turn to the internet and YouTube for other things. Excuse me. Okay. Do you see people on the street sometimes and think, now that would be a cool walk cycle? No. No, I don't. So I'll loop that animation. I mean, the main animation is going to be this, and then when he stops clapping, then he goes, oh, well, let me just play it backwards like that completely. Okay. I'd like somebody to emulate this. That's easy. That was probably, I mean, I'm sure that was rotoscoped. Anytime you've used 2+ people in the same scene? Sure, yeah. Yes. I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now, but yes, I have. Those are a lot more complicated, so those are rare. Jake clap. Save that. Alright, so put that to the side and start with the smoking. Jake's all cool, like he's in a cigarette commercial. It's like, yeah, man, I'm cool. But let's do this backwards because I want to do it. I want to do it backwards, so. What looks like something from Firewalk with Me? The animation that Snowy P did, or what I'm doing? Well, good luck with your work interview, Davor. Enjoy as much as one can enjoy those sorts of things, I guess. Wish them luck. Oh, I see, I see. Okay, well, good luck to them. Alright, so this is now... Jake Smoke. And now we come over here. And snapshot 17. I guess you all were asking about, like, how bad you can treat your companions. Well, as you can probably tell here, there's a... there's a situation where your relationship with Jake can deteriorate to the point where you're given the option to punch him in the face. So, I guess that's probably the worst that you can treat your companions. Hello, Edmunditor. Did I take... Why does this happen? This always happens. With this stupid mouse acting this way, I end up taking double shots of... It registers single clicks as double clicks sometimes, and that is a pain in the ass. Ugh! Ow, my face. Ugh! Ow, my face. Ugh! Ow, my face. Alright, so this is then. Companions, Jake _ punched. Alright, so that's 3 animations compiled that I now have to do. So let's start with the easiest one, which is this one. And it's easy because it's just the same spot, really. So, mouse, stop being a jerk, please. Thank you. Okay. So if we have this here. Crop that, and then let's get here. Oh my god, stop, I didn't double click. hate it. Guy standing in room clapping his hands feels like it's something from the Red Room in Twin Peaks. Oh, I see. What app did you use to extract the frames? I saw a screenshot on the Discord stream post, but just got here. You should clean your mouse ball from time to time. Yeah, if I had a mouse ball, I would clean it. I use a program called Wondershare Filmora to capture my frames. Alright, so he's 275 tall. And 120 wide. This is 124 wide. So my question is, if we make it 120 wide, which is only going to shave 2 pixels off each side, there, does that mean then that I can... This is always how I make sure it aligns. I'll make sure that the thing is the same size and then align it like so. Okay, so that is pretty close, but not quite there. Actually, no, it is. It is. But not really. So I would have to probably push this about 3 pixels. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's more like it. That's definitely more aligned. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So that works. Okay. So we'll save that right now. And let's get to work. So first things first, I guess I'll do his foot that stays in the same place the whole time, which is just this. So we'll, as a baseline, copy this. The interesting thing here is that my pants are way too baggy. I should have put on less baggy pants, but I didn't, because that's just how I roll. I didn't feel like getting out of bed and putting on pants for this animation, so I have my baggy pajama pants on, which are not the same pants that I used originally. So as you can see, I'm going to have to do some imaginative mashing up here to preserve the model of the sprite, because it needs to be on model. Baggy pants are back in style. Yeah, it's MC Hammer time, alright. Can't touch this. But that's no problem, because it'll be fine. Okay. So that whole thing of the pants doesn't exist for purposes of this. Okay, and same thing with this here. So let's cut this. So these two also have to be the same, because it's just the thing going up, the arm going up. this is where the foot starts going up, so this is where we're gonna have to start improvising. Okay, so this is the foot down 2, so put that there. Hello, Nick Tringali. Maybe a silly question. Do you have color swatches for your game, as in a preset palette, or do you just choose your colors as you go? I think this stream would be more fun if your model wore a green bodysuit. Well, Fiction Control, I'm going to reveal to you a secret that may not be such a huge secret to some people when I show it, but generally speaking, I'm pulling my palette from this image here, with a few exceptions here and there when I decide there's a different color I want to use. But generally speaking, my palette comes from these characters here. So all my skin tones, as you can see, I have my light Caucasian, I have my tan. I have my light Caucasian, I have my slightly more reddish Caucasian, I have my brown. This is where I pull all my grays and all of my khakis and all of these, and from all of these, and my reds and whatnots. So I'm definitely using the Full Throttle Sprite palette for a lot of my stuff, and with some exceptions. I mean, I pull colors from other palettes in my from previous sprites, but like Jake's coat here is custom. It's not anything, and same with the green. But those grays are totally from the suits. The skin color is totally from that. The brown of the hair is totally from there too. So, yeah. But the whole thing was I wanted with the higher resolution sprites, I wanted to only have 3 color ramps per area because it's much easier to animate. So for example, Lamplight City, let's get a sprite from Lamplight City so you can see what I mean. So Miles from Lamplight City, he was a completely custom palette. But as you can see here, there's 1, 2, 3, there's 4 things here. Okay, so Miles's shoes are brown, and they have a dark, a medium, and a highlight. Miles's pants are purple. They have a dark, 2 midtones, and a highlight. So that's 4 colors right there. His coat is the same thing, dark, middle, slightly higher middle, highlight. Same with his vest. Well, his vest also only has 3. His shirt also only has, his undershirt only has 3. His skin tone has 4, because, actually his skin tone has 5. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 actually. There's 6 on his skin tone. So, it's a lower resolution sprite, and most of the sprites in Lamplight City are like this, but they have a lot more color ramps per area. So when it comes time to animate, it takes way longer because there's a lot of that. So I was looking towards Full Throttle because they only have 3. They're bigger sprites, but you can get more detail, and you can get away with a lot more because it's only shadow, midtone, highlight. So animation takes a lot less time. So that's why I did that. And that's why I'm going to continue doing that as I work in high resolution. Excuse me. I was asking because you can basically have a Photoshop palette made out of an image which make your life a bit easier. Oh, please do. Please do. There's many things, many things that I discover way too late in life that could have made my life easier. Excuse me. Alright. So see, like the shoes only have 2, but it works. I don't have to worry about 3 palettes or whatever. 3 colors, I should say, on the shoes. What was Much's excellent plan today? He hasn't had one, believe it or not. No one has redeemed it, so... if you feel like redeeming, now's your chance. What's happening here? What's the difference here? Let me copy and paste this because I think it's pretty much the exact same thing. It's just... well, look who it is. It's Matt Frith. Welcome, Matt Frith. What brings you around this stream today? The same as this? No, it's not. We'll do a special one. Who? Are you an owl? So got a nice little weighted thing here, little weighted leg, I guess you could say, which is good. So now we get to do the actual pant leg with its 3 colors as opposed to the other one. So right, let's do this. Let's get rid of this and figure out here. I guess we'll do a little. Aha, and now we have to put this. I have to put some stuff back there to cover it up. So the knee basically gets covered up by the coat the way he's wearing it in the model image. So not bad there. Wrong color. That works. Now I just need the highlights. Put the other foot back so we can see what needs to be put in here. So now I can put these, I can clump these down, because that is all I need from that. Okay, save. Nice. Alright, so for the rest of it, I guess I'll, I mean, he obviously needs to have his pants. I have to do the coat first, because the coat, obviously, there's some artistic license I need to take here with the placement of the coat to make it match the rest of his standing position. But, yeah, so let me do his hands, because his hands are going to be the easiest thing layer-wise to do. I'll do a new layer for those. Alright, so hands are hard, everybody. I hope you appreciate that. Highlights, of course. And then I'm going to call it because I'm hungry. Okay, making some progress, but for now I'm going to call it a stream because, as I mentioned, I'm very hungry and it's lunchtime. It's very late lunchtime, actually. So thank you all for joining me. I appreciate the company. And yeah, I will see you all next week, I guess. Yes, next week for more Wild West Wednesday. Thank you all. Let's watch the trailer one more time as a sign-off.
We're going in search of Dr. Clark's fortune.
Assuming this fortune even exists, how do I know you won't just leave me for dead and take it all for yourself?
Life's a gamble. But if you want to win anything, you gotta grab those dice and let them fly.
Sometimes it's easier to let my fists do the talking.
You're Spitfire Harley.
But I'm trying to find out if there are other ways to be.
I'm offering you a front row seat to a much better show.
I'm an experienced navigator and tracker. So stick with me and you'll be fine.
I used to know some folks that were handy with pistols.
If I can save somebody's loved one, grant them extra time to cherish together, well, there's no better way to help people, is there?
What I would not give for a stick or two of dynamite right now.
We all got our paths in this life.
I can tell you've got a cogitating mind, always assessing the situation, finding the risks and opportunities.
I prefer a more direct approach.
So, what do you say?
All right. I'm in.